Welcome to Stir Fry here. Today we're doing a review plus one, a statue review plus one. Plus one being Doomsday Clock issue number 1. Now this is written by Jeff Johns, drawn by Gary Frank. He did Secret Origins Superman. He did Earth 1 Batman, I believe, with Jeff Johns as well. So really good artwork, and this has been a long time coming. Since the first one-shot of Rebirth, it's all been heading towards this, I believe. They teased the button, and there was a mini-series, two-part of the button, and now we're here. Now, there's a lot of things going on in DC, and there's a lot of things that are chipping away at this, or revealing the multiverse, which I believe Grant Morrison set up in Multiversity or whatever. You've got elements of that in the Batman miniseries Metal, and now you're getting to this where it doesn't seem, I'm not sure if this is quite in the DC continuity, but it might be. Like it all got melted together, and maybe Dr. Manhattan played a key role in that. But basically, spoilers here. This has been out for a while, so this is just what I'm reading, okay? These are the books I'm picking up. So the deal is, this is a sequel, basically. Ozymandias' this plan to unite the world and bring us all together so we don't annihilate each other via atomic weapons or what have you, to slaughter 1 million people in New York, basically with a giant alien. If you haven't read Watchmen, there you go. It's a great plan. Could have worked if someone didn't leave a journal laying around. Anyway, apparently, this is what's going on. So now the hunt is on for Ozymandias, and we've got another Rorschach. I'm not sure who this is. I'm not even sure if this is the right reality, but it does seem to be in the DC continuity. So, pretty cool book, pretty cool artwork. There is a little bit of Superman in here, so that's cool. You know, it's nice and violent. It's very violent. Very violent. There's blood everywhere. Really cool artwork. Lenticular cover here. Lenticular. It moves. It's gimmicky. Anyway, we're doing this. And also, we're going to be talking about DC Collectible statues. It's a little bit older. Let's see, what year is this? I don't think 2010. I don't even know. Don't know. But this is a Rorschach statue from DC Collectibles. This is this before the Watchmen series. So that's more of a sequel. This is more of the prequel that they made. They were milking the Watchmen for all it's worth. But this is the Rorschach version. Pretty cool. So let's check it out. Okay, here he is. Here's Rorschach walking towards you. That's a full shot there, looking pretty nifty. Like I said, Libre Behel, sculpted by Jean Saint-Jean. And here's Rorschach standing next to a Blackest Night Batman pop. Okay, so here's Rorschach, looking pretty snazzy. Now, he's probably going to be a little dusty. This is going to be part of the Dust Off series, but we'll probably call it something else. I think a while back, there was a message on Instagram, somebody, believe it or not, wanted to see some of these statues. Now, I think it was Dr. Manhattan, but we'll get to him. So here he is. Lots of really cool detail in the coat. Lots of really good detail for this, actually. This is a really good sculpted piece. I really like it. He's walking towards you. Very simple base, just a street there. I don't know if you can see it. We'll get closer if you have to. But it does say the end is nigh. And then he's got his grappling gun there. His classic little how he gets around gun. Probably seen that in the movie, or maybe I'm sure most of you have read the comics. It's a classic comic. But yeah, lots of really good detail there in the folds and the creases. He's definitely on the move. I think that's what's cool about this. Like, he's definitely in movement. He's coming right towards you. You screwed up. He wants some answers. He's probably going to break your fingers. Let's face it. That's what he does. Lots of really good sculpt work. Yeah. I think the jacket looks awesome. I mean, he almost looks like he spells bad. Just about. We'll go all the way around here. Simple base, though. Simple Rorschach. All the statues have the same. They have different bases up top, but the yellow ring is all the same. They'll say their name. Pretty cool. Around here, actually right here, it actually looks like cardboard. This is really fragile, though. I hear a lot of those break off. The mask does not move. Alright, there's a better look at the base there. Some cracks in the ground, looking pretty simple. Spray painted. The end is nigh sign there, so he's walking over that like he's... And if you read the book, I mean, he is always out on the streets protesting the Armageddon that's sure to come. Let's go look at the detail in the pants there. Lots of really good paint work. You get like a dry brush effect, a little bit of the black in there, some coloration. A little bit of a shine to the boots. It's very well sculpted. Pretty well done. I mean, I think this is a real stick of wood. I'm not sure. Lots of cool creases in those pants, though. Well done. The paint is kind of simple, but they did put a little bit of wash over that. It looks good. I dig it. Come up a little higher, you can see his gloves there. They're kind of like they got like a shine over them. Just a little bit of a gloss coat there to make it look like there's like a leather glove. Pretty cool. Like he's got some driving gloves on, some type. The coat's pretty cool. The buttons, you know, they're just kind of sculpted in there, not painted or anything. And the belt, there's, you know, the jackets actually doesn't have much of anything to do with any depth of paint. It's just there. But the sculpt work is there, and it's pretty awesome. It's too bad they didn't put just a little bit more shading in there, but these aren't expensive statues at all, or at least they weren't. And there's a decent, I guess, a decent look at the gun. Kind of hard to... There you go. Pretty good look at the gun there, the grapple gun. They did a pretty good job with that. Got the different paint in there with like, I guess maybe got like a gas cartridge in there or whatever. I think they did alright with that. They put some detail in there. Not too shabby. Yeah. Back of the coat, the same thing. Not a whole lot of paint work. There's a little line going down there, nothing down the back of it, but nothing too fancy. It's just all about the sculpt for me. I think they did a really good job. There's his face. It almost looks like it's moving. It's got like a bleed of ink, even though we know that's not ink. It's more of a material that's almost alive. So, yeah, you can almost see the baked bean stains on it. Yeah. So anyway, that's my Rorschach voice. He's a little psycho. Anywho, that's just a quick look. Now, anybody who's actually seen the statue before and is aware of this pose might see some similarities. Okay, now you have something I find very funny. You've got two different characters by the same artist in the same pose. Now they're both by Lee Bermejo. You got the Joker from the Joker one-shot, the hardcover back in the day, I think maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, by Lee Bermejo, and you've got Rorschach here. Now, they're not the exact same pose. There are slight differences. The like the hands are slightly in different positions. The coat's slightly different. The guns are different. The feet are slightly different. But I mean, it's very, very, very similar. Okay, that was a look at the DC Collectibles before Watchmen statue of Rorschach. Now, that was made in 2012. It's about 10 inches tall, roughly the same scale as the bombshells, I believe. So kind of on that scale, but really cool. Very well sculpted, and the paintwork's pretty good, and it wasn't too expensive. I'm not real sure where it's at now. Just want to dust it off and take a look at it since we have Doomsday Clock #1 out. Just one of these books that I'm reading, so occasionally I'm going to do this. You know, if you're interested in what happened to the Watchmen, apparently this is it. Don't know what's going to happen with this, but he died. But he's back. Or is he? It's a different, you know, don't want to spoil that part for you. So yeah, anyway, I think that's going to be it. Thanks for checking out Centauri Stir Fry, and remember, never compromise, even in the face of Armageddon. Baked beans.